going into a hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Annapolis, Maryland, home of the Navy Midshipmen. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Akron Zips, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Zips about to kick it away and get this season started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Guys, let's chat a bit about Navy. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Fox. Gets it out quickly. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
They boot it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Zips! Stealing a score on special teams. The whole thought process is just get the ball back and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball, Reese. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution on that punt return.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. That opening script from the offensive coordinator didn't lead to a score as they punted on their first possession. Now they have it back. Looking downfield on 1st down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Akron! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Navy will go back on the attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Using the quick game. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And on a corner route like that, the ball has got to come out quickly. That football is going to travel a long distance, so you've got to get it out quick. You got to put enough air under the football so the receiver can locate it. Nice job executing between those two.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
That's caught. It's Robles. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Fox. Here's a heat. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll start this drive going to the air. Steps away. Trying to make magic with his feet. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explode.
And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack.
Really, really good pursuit by the defense. It's tough. Once you roll outside the pocket, they kind of cut the field in half, and he's getting pursued by everybody. Nowhere to throw the football. Great chasing angles by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball.
And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
He's going to take off. Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
And here comes the Navy offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. And off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
That's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Looking for a man. It's Fox. Pressure coming. He's got the back in the middle. Spins away. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And these little slots are so fast, and they can stretch the whole field. They make you just sit back on your heels. They make you nervous, really. But then they break those in-breaking routes where shows his number to the quarterback really quickly and make the play. These slot receivers are just so dynamic.
They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Akron holding the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field.
Here we go.
Looking to throw again. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
He leaves it with his back. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Pulls and fires complete. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off. And even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. They emptied the roster, put every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the first down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers. Get that good matchup. Get the easy first down.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Trying to barge their way in. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Third and goal for the offense. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll look to throw on third and goal. Touchdown, Navy! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the... Jesse, but move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Handoff from the gun. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Daniels. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
It leads to 2nd down.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Zips will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the tailback. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? From the gun, the running back has it. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on the slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And it makes it so hard on the defense trying to stop these guys because they're not just throwing it to wide receivers in the passing game. They've got a huge weapon here at tight end, and he just shows you how difficult he is to bring down after the catch.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Right on the money. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Zips want to crank the tempo. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms.
Here we go.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Zips! Great job by the back on the option.
Number 24.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Zips with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That's the way you answer your halftime speech. You gave up a lot of points in that first half. What did the defense do? The first possession, you set the tone in the second half. Get the big stop, get the big sack. Really nice answer by this defense.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The play action fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. Looking to pass, it's Fox. Here comes the Heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6. The Zips can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll keep it on the ground. There he goes. The 30, the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Akron!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and he never had a chance.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Scanning the field, it's Fox. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to adjust the pattern. Toss sweep to the right. Can't get him to the ground. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And it's his 4th interception of the game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Myers on the move. Working on the right. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Guys, it's Akron holding the lead here so far. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, get him to the ground for no gain.
Throws to the wideout. And the missed connection on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so that everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
And here comes the Navy offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
We'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Navy comes to the line facing second and short. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Fox. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
It's a bang-bang play, running a slant. The DB's draped all over the wide receiver. He's got to make a contested catch, but he shows really strong hands on that one.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
The midshipman could get really aggressive here on second and short. Back to pass. Got his man out of the backfield. Runs through the tackle. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Looking for a man. It's Fox. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Flying down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Zips. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the fourth quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's caught downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Fox. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Got some room to run. He's at the... And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Akron.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snap it to the back. Fights off a defender.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dumb.
Got room on the return. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.